Hey, I'm Fucci and welcome to Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. We're in the middle of keto month here in the TK. We're all month long. We are making some really great, really tasty, keto-licious recipes. Today we've got an exciting show for you. We're making keto peanut butter eggs. Easter is coming and the good old Easter Bunny is bringing us the ultimate keto treat. A little chocolate, a little peanut butter, ultimate perfection. So let's get hopping because it's time to bring it.
Keto.
So what you're gonna need is creamy peanut butter, coconut flour, monk fruit sweetener, vanilla, and your favorite keto chocolate. You'll also need a couple of mixing bowls, a baking sheet and silicone baking mat, a cooling rack, a Ziploc bag, which is optional, measuring cups and measuring spoons, a spoon, and a sharp knife. Who doesn't love a Reese's peanut butter cup? I think it's pretty safe to say that most everybody does. Unfortunately, when you're on the keto diet, you just can't have them. Womp womp. Unfortunately, they are loaded with sugar. So it got me thinking, what if we were to take out those carbs, replace them with fats and proteins, switch a few things around, add a few things, take a few things out, and boom, we would have the perfect keto treat. And since it's Easter, we could make them into Easter eggs. So let's get started by pouring our peanut butter into our mixing bowl. Now I'm using smooth peanut butter. That's best for this recipe. If you like the little extra crunch, you could always use that though. To that, we're gonna add some coconut flour. This is a great alternative to regular flour because it's a little bit higher in fat, lower in carbs. Next, we're gonna add our monk fruit sweetener, which is our substitute for the regular sugar, and just a touch of vanilla. We'll mix this up until it's thoroughly combined. As you can see, it's all come together into this nice thick dough. If you find that it's too thin, you can add a little bit more coconut flour, or if it's too thick, by all means, just add a little bit more peanut butter. Next, we're gonna pinch off just about an ounce of the peanut butter batter. That's about an inch and a half in diameter, a little bit smaller than a ping pong ball. We'll place that on our baking sheet, and then we're just gonna form it into the shape of an Easter egg. So check that out, haha. We're gonna pop these in our freezer for about 30 minutes or until they're frozen solid. So while our peanut butter is freezing, we can prepare our chocolate for melting. Now, this is keto chocolate, but chocolate naturally has carbohydrates in it. So although you can have it on a keto diet, it's not one of those things that you want to overindulge on. So I'm just gonna break these into smaller pieces. And then to make it easier to melt, I'm gonna chop it up a little bit more with our knife. Then we'll transfer all of this to our mixing bowl. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave on high power, checking and stirring every 15 seconds until it's nice and smooth. All right, it actually melts pretty quickly. Look at that, perfect. We can take out our peanut butter eggs out of the freezer, and then we'll just remove it from our baking sheet and place it in our chocolate. Make sure it's thoroughly coated. And then I'm gonna place it right on our cooling rack. And we'll go back in for number 2. Now the peanut butter is cold, so the chocolate might start to firm up a little bit. If you've got to pop it back in the microwave, no problem. I'm gonna finish up the rest of these and we'll be right back. So we've got a little bit of chocolate left. I'm just gonna scoop that up and transfer it to our Ziploc bag. Now the chocolate's already started to firm up. At this point, we can just snip the tip of the bag, and then we can just run it back and forth over the egg, creating a nice little fancy pattern. So we've got our fancy little drizzle on top. We can just let them harden at this point, or we can pop them in the freezer if we want to make that happen a little faster, and then we'll plate them up. So check these out just in time for Easter. Hey, go get the recipe for these. They're available on our website. You can also check us out at Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And when you try this recipe, please let us know about it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Until next time, I'm Fucci reminding you that if I can make keto peanut butter eggs in a kitchen this tiny, you can make it in yours. We'll see you next time on Tiny Kitchen. Big taste. Happy Easter! Ah! I got you. We're making some really great, really tasty, Tito-licious recipes. Who doesn't love a Reese's peanut butter cup? Gup.